Zeratul, the Burst King. So with this build, we're going to be focusing a lot on his basic attack damage. What we are trying to do is burst down squishies. That is the goal with this build. Find squishies, kill them quickly. Some of the utilities you can take in the first tier here can be useful, but in this particular matchup, there were no real basic attack damage heroes that I was fighting against. So I simply opted for more basic attack damage. Had there been some heavy hitters with basic attack damage, I would have gone for block. That would have been great to counter another Zeratul or even somebody who has great burst himself. So again, I went with the basic attack damage due to the fact that most of the other heroes I was fighting against were ability-based heroes. Now this is where it all begins. This is where the fun happens. You get focused attack. What a great ability, especially when you're going for the basic attack damage build. This will allow you to burst down squishies. It will allow you to kill off heroes with low HP pulls, force retreats, and just have a bit more control over the engagements that happen. Now if you notice here, I'm kind of just camping out because Arthas is there. He is a tank, really not my primary target. I get the kill there. That was good. He got bursted down just enough for me. Maybe I could have got Kel'Thas, but I did back up in favor of getting that the objective. And the main thing with the Zeratul is you can get out easily. It's a good escapes there. You see that? I got out of that attack, and then you can get right back into the engagement. Typically when you are dealing with these objectives, you are looking for the squishies. You can see, boom, Rexar. He goes down. It was a great target. And I'm just kind of scouting out the perimeter of the map. If I see a squishy, boom, Jaina. Great squishy to take out, easy to take out. Got her. And then I get CC'd, but with the escapes, you're generally pretty good for the most part. Able to get out nice and easy. I see Kel'Thas. I get the hit, yep. And then I'm out of there. And so I essentially got 3 kills in a relatively short period of time, choosing the correct targets, the squishies. And so this is all about sticking with a theme. So the next logical talent to take would be Searing Attacks. Searing Attacks is going to combo with Focused Attack, giving you some exponentially more powerful burst. Not to mention a bit more sustained damage for those few seconds that it stays active. This is going to make your basic attacks hit very hard, and it goes with the theme. Get in, hit a squishy, hit them hard, get out. And you should be able to get in, do your damage, and get out before the buff from Searing Attacks wears out anyway. And so here we have another team fight. As I loop around the top, I'm looking for squishies. I'm looking for a way to isolate Jaina. Jaina's my target. If I can just get to her, do some big burst on her, hopefully take her out. So I open up, I miss with Singularity. That was a big miss. I didn't get the kill because of that, but thankfully Raynor came in, finished her off, and I was able to escape to fight another day. But that's the goal. You're trying to get to those isolated heroes, force engagements, force them to retreat, sometimes into your team. Works out great. And so now we move into 10. This is where a lot of possibilities begin. You're going to get Void Prison, a fantastic ability, good for isolating heroes, good for crowd control. You're going to see it here. I get basically the whole team in Void Prison, but I do go down, sacrifice myself for the greater good. But what it does is now it creates a scenario where my entire team can take out their team with relative ease, and this puts us ahead. It was great. Now at level 13, you get a few choices you can make. Firstly, you could continue your theme of trying to kill squishies, trying to be as bursty as possible with Assassin's Blade. You do get a movement boost, but that is not the real reason you take that ability. It's mainly to just further buff your basic attack damage, making you even that much more potent against those type of heroes. Now, there also is Giant Killer, which is great if you have to deal with a lot of warriors, a lot of heroes with high health pools. That can actually do more damage against that type of composition, but you're going to have to make that call based on the heroes you are fighting. Now in the next tier, this isn't really my favorite tier. It's not quite as overwhelmingly powerful as some of the other heroes in the game, but 16 does give you access to Berserk, and Berserk just continues you down that path, making your basic attack damage better, giving you some more speed to your attacks. This is great. If you couple this with Searing Attacks, you can pretty much burst down almost anyone outside of a hero. Fantastic comboing with all your talents, and so far you can see that theme. You're basically a burst basic attack damage king at this point. And so here, just to round out the final package, we are taking Nexus Blades. It further increases your basic attack damage by 20%. It slows your targets. It just basically puts that icing on the cake, finishes out your build, and makes you very deadly against squishies. Now, there were some abilities that were quite powerful that you did not take, but that was for the sake of maintaining the theme of your build and the role you're trying to accomplish. You are trying to kill squishies, you're trying to get in, you're trying to get out, you're not really there to go toe to toe. There were some abilities where you can be a bit more tanky, you can be a bit more of a sustained DPS to a degree, but this is not the build that we're trying to accomplish in this video.